welcome everyone, and happy Thanksgiving. Bruce Byam, Rob Russo, Dr. Dave Markham, Howie Neal, and we're pleased that you're home enjoying this, getting the turkey ready, I'm sure. We're about to have the 89th meeting of Billerica and Chelmsford. We're in Billerica this year at Calabrese Stadium. The Lions come in as heavy underdogs in this football game, even though they enjoy a commanding 59-24 advantage in the series. Howie, this is a game that Chelmsford has to be absolutely perfect.
Absolutely, Bruce. They have to be perfect. They've got to control the ball. I think they've got to keep it out of Billerica's hands as much as possible. And I don't know if that's going to be that's a big job to do. Billerica's got some real talent. We're going to see a quarterback that we've seen for 4 years as a freshman, and also their good receiver, Jeff Trainer, does a great job. Number 14, excellent kicker. And we're banged up a little bit, so we're going to have some problems.
And Rob, Howie just started to allude to that. I think there are more Chelmsford players, as I watched, in street clothes than maybe on the football field, and they are going to have Chelmsford going to have an enormous task.
Yeah, there's no depth, and you know, like Howie said, the Billerica players are full-year starters, some of them. Coach Sigsby took over for a program that kind of run its course, and old coach Peter Flynn, you know, decided to retire, and he took over, had a tough year. Then he got himself down in the lower division, not as much as a meat grinder as, you know, our division. And they're all back, they're all healthy, and our kids, you'll see, friends will see the camera pan the sidelines, just injuries all over the place. So it's an uphill battle today.
It is Thanksgiving, Dave, and as you well know, having participated in this football game, strange things can happen.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's Thanksgiving, like you say, and anything can happen. Throw the records out. Whoever has the most emotion today and executes the best is going to win the game.
The Lions have an outstanding running back in Tyrone Fett. Howie, he has 17 touchdowns on the season. He's going to need a big performance.
The best thing I like about Tyrone, besides his speed, is his vision. He has a great knack for finding the right hole, making good cuts, and I really like watching him run. Does a nice job.
Billerica used to be a spread them out, fancy, all kinds of misdirections. Now they're downhill right at you.
Yeah, you know, they're still going to do shotgun, but they're going to run a power. And our defense had done very well this year against the run, but when you're pounding a ball play after play, and then you have a pass option on top of it, it's going to be tough. And, you know, I think you'll see Billerica be patient, and they'll break one or two, and that's how the power game works.
Dave, you were talking to me earlier about your senior year here in Billerica and a little bit about that football game.
Yes, it was very interesting. We played in 3 inches of snow that year. It wasn't very fun, especially we lost 12-6. But I'll never forget that game. It's 30 years ago today that happened.
And that's certainly one of the things that the seniors never forget, their last football game for most of these football players here at Chelmsford High School today. It's prediction time, and as always, we'll start with Rob.
All right, like I've done,
you're getting leaves falling on you.
Like I've done before in the last game, I'm going to have a shout-out. My shout-out is to the seniors. Last night we had the team dinner, and the seniors got up and spoke, and it's always very emotional, and it's emotional for anybody that's been associated with Chelmsford High football, as we all have. And a good shout-out to them. They had a tough year. They never stopped. They never quit, and they're terrific young men. And you never forget. Every one of us can go back to, and you guys go back like 100 years, so you always know what happened. Unfortunately, they're not going to like my prediction. I don't predict with my heart, because certainly I want them to have the perfect game, but I predict with my mind, and my mind says Billerica is a 28-14 favorite.
Thanks, Rob, and I totally. We got a guest appearance.
My shout-out's going to go to the TV crew. Thank you guys for everything you do, and to all the kids that work the cameras.
Thanks, Len. And we didn't ask him to do that either. He did that on his own, but he's a great guy, Lenny Rapone. Howie, your turn.
Well, I want to give a shout-out to all the alumni that'll be watching today, and happy Thanksgiving. I feel like Rob, I'd like to give a prediction with my mind, but I'm going with my heart, and I'm going to predict the Lions 21 and Billerica 20, only because of the emotion of the game.
And Dave, we're going to put you on the spot.
Well, like you guys have said, my heart says Chelmsford, but my mind says Billerica. I'm going to go 35-21.
And going to go along with Howie. I'm going to go with my heart as well. I could never, ever predict that Billerica will win this football game. 19-14 Chelmsford, but it's going to have to be really tough. And two quick shout-outs. One to the president of the Chelmsford Alumni Association, Terry McSheehy, who comes faithfully to these games. A little bit under the weather right now and not able to make it. And we wish Terry the best. And to Steve Quigley, football player on the Chelmsford High School team, who was injured, little motorcycle accident, I believe, and he's not able to be here today. So, Steve, I know you're here in spirit. Stay with us, folks. We're going to wrap this up. The 89th football game between these two schools is about ready to go. Stay with us for the kickoff and enjoy the snacks that you're having.
El mensaje de texto típico te distrae del camino por casi 5 segundos. Evita textear. Evita chocar.
Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for U.S. teens. Nearly half of all U.S. high school students aged 16 years or older text or email while driving. Each day in the United States, more than 9 people are killed in crashes that are reported to involve a distracted driver.
Hola, por favor, una aplicación. Gracias.
Olvídate del drama. Completa tu high school diploma.
¿Se ve bien? Gracias.
Da ese primer paso hacia un mejor futuro. Visita completatudiploma.org ahora para encontrar cursos para adultos gratis.
Once again, welcome you to Calabrese Stadium and happy Thanksgiving. You can see the captains out at midfield. The Lions from left to right, Tyrone Fett, Matt Kodamash. I'm going to let the PA system introduce our guest.
You can yell.
This is a former football player in this game. I didn't get the entire introduction. I believe his name was Stephen Babcock, but I'm not positive of that. Fett Kodamash, Fletcher, Conti, and Piccarello back after a couple of game absence, testing out that knee. Billerica, Howie, we have, let me see if I can get Billerica's. 6 is Justin Beck, Jeff Trainer, number 14, Drew Laundrie, number 20, and Tommy Trask, number 54 for the Billerica Indians. Billerica comes in at 8-1 in this particular, 9-1 in this game. Chelmsford comes in at 2-8, so you can tell right away who the favorite in this game is. Here it is. Here's our coin toss. Stephen Babcock.
Okay, this will be heads. Tails will be the flat. Okay, call it the heads. You ready?
Here's the toss.
Tails is called. It's a head.
And you can see it is a natural grass turf. And Billerica has won the toss, and what will they do?
Defer?
No.
Billerica is going to take the football. So they will start on offense for the 89th renewal of this great rivalry. And Billerica averaging 37 points per football game. And certainly the Lions will have to try to shut down that high-powered offense.
Yeah.
We're going to take a look at the starting lineups right now. Playing of the national anthem by the Billerica High School Band.
Sorry, what are you? Of the national anthem, and we're just about ready for the kickoff. Good crowd has filled in. It's a beautiful, beautiful Thanksgiving morning, as opposed to a year ago, guys. We were shoveling snow.
Yes, we were.
With a half-hour delay because we didn't shovel enough snow overnight.
That's right.
That's right. Right.
We're playing 12-minute quarters in this football game, as opposed to the 11 that we usually play. So I'm not sure that's a great thing for the Lions, though.
The Lions must have lost the toss on that, too.
That's right. Good point, Howard. Kicking off for the Lions is a freshman, Kevin Hennessy, number 14. Back deep for Billerica.
We have number 10 for Billerica, which I don't have on there, on the roster.
The Billerica rosters are very unusual. Number 10 is Anthony Iavona.
And 32.
And 32 is Mr. Quinn is the other one. The kickoff is going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be a penalty, unfortunately, against the Lions to start the game. Our rosters for Billerica are not alphabetical, and they are not numerical. So I think they're by senior, junior.
Yeah, they are.
That's the way they are. So if there's a little delay in telling you who it is, please be patient. Billerica wants the Lions to re-kick it. So we're going to start it one more time, and the Lions are going to be backed up, kicking from the 35.
Pierre.
So 33 and
32 is back there. 32
okay.
and 10. They've swapped. They've changed.
Okay, they swapped it. All right, 32 is Pierce. Excellent running back, I believe. 32.
Pierre.
Pierre, okay. Hennessy's going to try it one more time. This one is a low driving kick, and it's taken by
10.
Straight up the middle. Good tackle by Dalton. And the ball carrier
was number 10.
And that number 10, we'll see if we can locate him. Iavana, number 10. He is a senior. He takes the ball back to the 44-yard line. Billerica will get it 1st and 10. Their quarterback is a senior. If he's their starter, he had some injury in the Reading game that Billerica lost, their only loss of the season, and he is not starting the football game. Zach Burns is the starting quarterback for Billerica today. He has Trainer split wide to the left. It's a handoff to Laundry, breaks through a pretty good size hole and takes it across the 50. And I think, guys, you're going to see this style of football from Billerica right away.
It's a power offense, run out of a shotgun, out of a spread concept, and it'll be very tough for the Lions to defend this.
Once again, it's Laundry, the ball carrier, and he takes it close to 1st down yardage. It's going to be a little bit short. He picks up a couple of yards.
And you can see they're running no huddle. It's just right up to the line of scrimmage. And the quarterback gets the sign, gets the signal from the sideline, gets the play.
It's a 4th down and about a yard.
And you see all the Billerica receivers and linemen looking at their wrist for their wrist coach play.
Billerica in their power set. They hand it off, going to go wide, and picking up the 1st down is Laundry. So he's had the ball 3 times in a row. Laundry has scored 90 points on 15 touchdowns this year. Initial 1st down in the ball game to the 45-yard line of Chelmsford. 3 running plays. Laundry was dinged up a little bit in that Reading game too, but he's out there right now. There are Laundry brothers, and number 44 is the other one. That's Derek. He's a junior.
They're both back there now.
And they're both in. Straight ahead handoff. This is number 22, I think, with the football this time.
20.
20, I'm sorry. That's
still Laundry.
Still Drew Laundry.
Drew and Derek twins, maybe? No.
No, they're one's
senior,
a senior, one's a junior, yeah. And it's a pickup of 4. Just underway from Calabrese Stadium. Beautiful day. Natural grass turf, but this field has a huge hill right in the middle of it.
Yeah. The old-fashioned crowned field.
Yes.
Lets the water drain.
For the pass, first pass of the football game, it's thrown deep, and it is incomplete. And we have a flag on the field. It's holding against Chelmsford.
Yeah.
So they're going to call a penalty on the Lions. That's going to give Billerica a 1st down. That was well before the ball was thrown. I don't see it on replay either.
The trainer did a little hook and go, and Kevin Zood grabbed him when he first hooked up.
So the incompleted pass will be negated by the holding penalty on the Lions, and that will be a 10-yard penalty, bringing it to a 1st down at the 34-yard line. So their first pass not successful, well covered by Kevin Zhu, but unfortunately there must have been a hold preceding that.
Yeah, when trainer did the go part.
Sweep. This is Laundry taken down on a nice tackle after a short gain. And that was Lopresti.
And Jack Gump.
Gump, right.
Thing about this offense is you're going to get 3-4 yards every carry. Now you control the ball. Chelmsford doesn't get it. You eat up a lot of time, and if they come away with a score, that's why you take the kickoff right away.
Right.
Yep. Which seems to be their whole strategy. Take the ball, as you say, Rob, and just 3 or 4 yard carries and eat up time.
They are eating up time right now, getting this play into the football game. They've taken a long time. Zach Burns is the quarterback, number 1. He has Laundry in the backfield beside him. Hands it straight ahead. Pretty good hole again, right up the middle. The Lions are missing one of their captains today, Nick Spinelli, and he takes up a lot of that space. Billerica now 3rd and about 1.5 yards, 4 down territory. And why do anything differently, right?
Well, make them stop you, and we haven't done a good job yet.
Handoff, and we stopped them. This is going to be 4th down. Excellent job that time by the interior of the Lions. Cole is there as one of the tacklers.
And, George Cole was one.
Joe Vecchione there too. It's a 4th and about 1 yard here, a little less than 1 yard maybe. Billerica changing their personnel package just a little bit.
Here comes Derek Laundry.
Yeah. So let's see what they go with on 4th down, the first 4th down of the football game. This has been a long drive. They've already taken quite a few minutes off the clock. Big hole, and first down to about the 15, 16 yard line. Laundry again with the ball. Drew Laundry has been the featured back in this drive, and they are just pounding it down to the 17 yard line.
You see the replay, it's the reason why his brother came in. That's a big fullback right there.
Yep, absolutely.
And they've eaten up 5 minutes in this drive. How many plays, Ronna, do you have any idea in this drive so far? 6 plays? Got to be, I think this.
Plus the penalty.
Okay, that's, yeah. Hand off to the outside, trying to get the corner. Picks up, crosses the 15 to about the 12. It's a gain of about 5. So Billerica doing just about what they thought they were going to do.
Yeah.
That's a gain of 6. It's 2nd and 4. They're in, Billerica is really in no hurry either to get plays into the game, even though they go no huddle. They take their time.
Yeah.
They spread the field very wide now from sideline to sideline. Hand off straight ahead, and a big hole and touchdown. First score of the football game. Drew Laundry for the touchdown. That's a 13-yard touchdown run for Drew Laundry. And Billerica took up just about 6 minutes of the first quarter.
Just run the power ISO up the middle out of the split backs.
And unfortunately, no one home for Chelmsford. The injury bug has really taken its toll on the Lions so far this year. Billerica will shift into extra point formation. Jeff Trainer is their extra point kicker. Zach Burns is the holder. Trainer, an excellent 4-year kicker for Billerica. Has a very strong leg. It's a fake to Trainer. He's going to throw back, or looking to throw back. Got no room, and he is left-handed, Howie.
Yeah, he is.
And he tosses it. There's got to be lineman downfield, and it's completed.
We've got lineman downfield.
There's a flag here. Now they probably will go back to the 1-point kick. Completed it to Brooks, but lineman all over the end zone.
Yep.
That's not going to work.
There's a lineman jumping up for the ball.
So now they will attempt the extra point.
We saw in pregame, Trainer was kicking him from 28 yards out, so he was kicking a 38-yarder, so this is still just a chip shot for him.
He has 9 extra points in the season. He splits the duties, his kicking extra point duties, and they have 2 really excellent kickers.
Jacob Carlson, isn't it, number 3?
Carlson is the other one, right.
And he was kicking pretty well from the 28-yard line.
He was. So this PAT will be attempted from, where are they going to kick this?
Well, they backed it up
about
5.
The 20?
So 10, about the 16, I think Burns is standing on.
Okay, so that means the kick will come.
Well, they're not kicking.
They're not going to kick it now. They're going to go for 2.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is, because they have plenty of leg and ability to kick this. Burns calls signals. Hands off. This is a reverse. The Lions have to come quickly.
No. He's out of bounds.
I don't think he made it. Nope, he's stuffed. Iavana, the ball carrier, razzle dazzle, and Billerica comes away with 6 points after a 6-minute drive.
Yeah.
How many plays on that drive total? Here is our replay.
Double handoff.
No.
He almost had a block in the back by the quarterback there, Burns, because of that.
Good play by Lopresti to stay home and make that tackle. Ronna tells us it's an 8-play drive, and Billerica takes it in the last 13 by Drew Laundrie. Chelmsford will go on offense for the first time today.
We have
Fett back deep, and here's our offensive starting lineup. To Tyrone Fett and Tim McNamara deep. Trying a low kick and taken by the Lions.
Jack Slattery.
Slattery slipped a little bit, about the 37-yard line. Respecting Tyrone Fett, I think, a little bit there and not wanting to deep kick it. So Chelmsford finally gets the football. Their junior quarterback, Kyler Brown, their outstanding tailback in Tyrone Fett.
See, the other whiteout.
Quartermash is one of them.
Andy Thayer, number 15.
Got to be careful what we say about the whiteouts today, because we've got their coach standing about 3 feet from us. So we'll better be nice to them. Shane Conti, they're blocking back. Tyrone Fett slips and falls and gains maybe a yard, if anything. Right where they are now is a beaten up part of the field, getting more and more slippery, as we talked about in pregame.
Yeah, this becomes a definite quagmire without any rain after it gets run on.
So footing is going to be difficult. The Lions were trying to run straight ahead, and it was still difficult. They come with the offset, Conti offset to the right of Brown. They run it straight ahead, and Fett picks up very, very little on that play.
Billerica knew exactly what was going to happen. They shifted their line to the shifting tight end, and they shifted their linebackers away, then put a corner to gun because they knew it was a cutback.
John Carlson was that corner, and he was the person that came up with the tackle.
And it was a marginal face mask on Tyrone on that face mask tackle there. The hand slipped off.
So it's 3rd and 10 now for the Lions. They bring their passing set. Wideouts, Quartermash and Lopresti behind Brown. And timeout. The Lions have taken their first timeout, I believe.
30 seconds.
30-second timeout by Chelmsford. Bruce Rich, in his 20th season, you see him standing right there with Chris Harrington. Bruce has a 15-4 record against Billerica. And he is also the winningest coach in the history of Chelmsford High School football, with the victory over Draycott in the last game, surpassing the legendary Tommy Cato at Chelmsford. So certainly congratulations to Bruce.
Okay, John Barry and Quartermash are the two wideouts now, with Lopresti in the slot.
Lions come with a pistol set. Brown rolls it to his left, fires it, and it's incomplete. Lions will be in a punting situation, looking for Quartermash. So it looks like 3 and out for the Lions, and they're going to have to give it right back to Billerica.
Kyle was forced to jack up.
Yeah.
He had a defender in his face, kind of thrown off his back foot. Usually what happens when you're short on the pass.
Yeah.
Jeff Trainer will be the deep man for Billerica. He's standing at about the 32-yard line. The punter for the Lions is Evan Fletcher.
Yeah, Kyle was trying to hit Barry on the curl.
So Evan will be kicking it. Trainer, a dangerous return man. Billerica looks like they are coming after him. And they are. And they got him. Yeah, you could see them coming on that one all the way. This is Laundry with the football, and he's taken down at about the 14-yard line. And that was a jailbreak right there.
Yeah. You know, I think Coach Sigsbee's watched a little film.
Yeah, you think?
You think?
Yeah. Yeah, there was no question that they were lined up 11 across. I don't know if we have a replay to see who blocked it.
The interior 4.
There were probably, you're right, probably 4 guys you could have given credit to.
Yeah, and that was Cortez, number 22, that picked up the ball to run with it.
Okay, that's, I thought it was 20, but it was 22. Thank you.
Yep.
He's at the 15-yard line. Billerica will start their second offensive possession of the football game. And they now have Justin Beck in as their quarterback. Beck has 18 touchdown passes on the season. Wouldn't be surprised to see the ball in the air. And it's a handoff. This is a new ball carrier taking it inside the 5-yard line.
Number 12, that's their slot back.
And again, that is Dean Brooks, the ball carrier.
And that's you'll see the replay, jet sweep.
Yep. There it is right there. Kevin Zoo on the tackle.
So the ball is at the 1.
With Salvo
First and
Poli.
goal. Beck
Pass.
hands it. They're going to throw it. This is a surprise. Wow, at the 1-yard line.
This tells me 2 things. Either they don't have any fear of the Lions and they're trying all the tricks they want because they know they have the game in hand, or they're just not going to pound it at us all the time.
I think that's just a natural switch up.
Yep.
A lot of times you want to repeat plays that work well for you, especially the other way, and you know now you just kind of jack up and throw it. Kind of keeps Chumpstead thinking too.
Sure.
I think they also, Howie, that they have no fear of embarrassing the Lions. They are looking to embarrass them.
Exactly.
And a good tackle on Laundry. Picarillo.
That's a quarter.
Becchione.
Timeout.
Billerica took a timeout. They actually lost about a half a yard. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 1.
Yeah, they did a nice job playing that option. They stretched it out. When he tried to cut it back, they made a good tackle.
Yeah. You know, I think it's nice to be fancy, but boy, when you've got a yard to go and you haven't been thrown for a loss yet, what are you fooling around for? You know, you could fumble something like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. They get a huge break on a punt block.
Well, as the first quarter kind of ticks down the last 3 minutes, you know, why don't you defer? And I think there's a little less of respect of Chumpstead's defense, and you know, you're not afraid of being or needing the ball in the 3rd quarter.
Handoff to Laundry, and he's in. Touchdown for Laundry. His 2nd touchdown of the football game.
That was the play they scored at their first
and we
score.
have a flag. Little extracurricular activity.
And this could be a lot of things, so we'll wait and see what it is. Could be celebration.
Nah, there was some pushing and shoving.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the officials will try to get control of this game immediately.
There's a replay of the touchdown.
Let's see if we see anything after that.
It's offsetting. Personal fouls against both teams.
Okay.
Yeah, there's the flag, and it is both. Okay, let's see the Indians come with a 2-point conversion here, which no doubt they will, because they feel as though they are not going to be able to they will be able to stop the Lions, and Chelmsford will not stop them.
I don't think
they would assess it on the kickoff if it's
right.
On Billerica.
Right.
No, I saw the signal
ways.
on the field.
Both ways.
He pointed both ways.
Offsetting.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was on the touchdown, so it has to be. They would have negated the touchdown.
All right, Billerica will come with a 2-point conversion. They have Beck still in as their quarterback. He injured his arm and shoulder last week against Reading when Reading beat Billerica 23-0. So Reading must be a pretty formidable football team.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 receivers to the right, and he looks for the pass, and it's caught.
It was caught.
Boy. Laundry, the receiver, I thought that ball might have been on the turf, but official was right there. So 14 for Billerica in the first quarter.
Yeah.
And not much going right for the maroon and white.
No, and that's the Drew Laundry show, those 14 points. There's a little flood pass. Came out of the backfield. It got deflected.
Yeah, that's a catch.
He caught it, 2 points.
It looked like it got deflected, too.
It did look like it was deflected.
Kamara. Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Now, why don't you think?
I'm
sorry. Why don't you think they started Beck? Just kind of test Chelmsford's waters, or just to fool Chelmsford, or?
I don't know. I would wonder about that, to tell you the truth, Rob. Maybe just to make sure that give the game experience in case Beck couldn't last it.
Sure.
Once again, trainer to kick it off. Let's see if he tries to nail this one deep. And I don't understand why he would not, because they really feel that they are in total control of this game. Long way to go, though. And this is a ground ball taken by Vecchione. Good pickup. And to the 41-yard line.
Clearly, they don't want to have the ball in Fett's hands.
Right. That's probably the only fear that they do have. So the Lions will get it for the second time with 2:45 to play in the first quarter.
Now, they haven't had bad field position either time, but this is the 42. They had the first one on the 37, so they have the short field. They just need to capitalize.
Billerica coach Dwayne Sigsbury in his second season at Billerica. He has started out 3-8, and right now he's 9-1. So he has definitely done a good job here. He also inherited a program that was outstanding. Shane Conti comes ahead for about.
He's still on the ground.
He's still on his feet, close to first down. Shane has had an excellent season as a senior running back. He's been injured. He's run hard. He's blocked well.
Yeah, he's done everything that the coaching staff has asked of him. The first couple of years up till this year, he's been mostly used as a blocking back. And this year,
here it is. Watch him stay on his feet and almost break out. There he goes. So he picks up 9. It's 2nd and 1 for the Lions. They are right at midfield. And it's straight ahead for the first down by Brown.
Yeah.
So the Lions get into Billerica territory for the first time today. Last time Billerica won a football game on this field against Chelmsford was 2009, so it's been a while. They did win both meetings last year. They played twice, and they did win them both. But the Lions have a huge advantage in the overall series. Conti in motion. Fett fights for yardage. Picks up about 2 maybe on the play.
Chelmsford's having trouble with penetration.
Yes.
You know, this play's almost too long to develop.
Yeah.
And Billerica's making penetration. The quick dive worked well. The QB sneak worked well.
Yeah, they seem to be, as you say, just penetrating, just overwhelming our guys up front.
Pickup of 2 for Fett. Ball's at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 8. Vecchione in motion. It's a sweep. It's Fett with a hole. And Billerica closed it fairly well to about the 41-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 5 for the Lions.
Well, that's manageable now.
And I think that the Lions will allow the first quarter to come to an end here before they run another play. We're under 10 seconds.
All right. Kyler is out, so they're going to go with the pistol of some sort, I think. Yep.
Now they're going to get a chance to think about it, because that is the end of quarter number 1. Billerica's had it twice and scored twice. The Lions, on their second time, are attempting to get into the end zone. We will be back after this break.
Por favor, una aplicación. Gracias.
Olvídate del drama. Completa tu high school diploma. Visita completatudiploma.org ahora para cursos gratis.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
About to start the second quarter. There's the Lions sideline. Some of the players on the sideline. Sal Lapoli with his back to you. Mike Bernazani just walked by. The Lions are 3rd and 5. Fett's going to get a direct snap and look like motion by the Lions, but Fett isn't going to get even close. And again, Billerica knew exactly what was happening on that play.
Actually lost a yard.
Derek Laundrie there to make the stop. It's going to be 4th down, and do the Lions punt it?
Again, excellent penetration by Billerica to foil any chance of a first down there. So now we got 4th.
And we're going to take a timeout. Lions.
Yeah, we actually lost, 4th and 6.
So I think that the Lions situation here is, I really would like to see them punt it, to be honest with you. Even though they're down 14.
Let's make Billerica go 80 yards at least.
Yeah.
You know, even if you punt it in the end zone, but it'd be nice to get it out of bounds at about the 12 or so.
They're not going to punt it. Kyler Brown is into the football game with Quartermarch and Lopresti. One of the things I've noticed about Billerica, this is by far not their biggest football team size-wise, but boy, they are quick.
No.
They come hard. Brown throws it, and it's caught, I think. They're going to give it to him. A good catch, and it is. That's Lopresti. And a key 4th down conversion by the Lions.
Nice play.
Wow, nice catch. Nice throw.
Got his arms underneath the ball.
For Lopresti, that is his, he's come on in the season gone along. It's his 6th catch of the season. Brown stays in the pistol set. He runs it, has a short hole or a small hole, couple of yards, and it closes very, very quickly.
By number 17, Kyler Brown.
Gain of a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Not yet. We'll give him a couple of. You're talking about the PA announcer or me? Oh, the PA. I'm taking a lot of ribbing about the pronunciation of Kyler's first name. Kyler with the football, runs out and gets very, very little. Was that a designed run?
That was a design run. Yes, that was the I think it was supposed to start out as an ISO, and he just kind of stretched it.
You can tell because normally the triple formation is tighter when they're going to pass it, and then they were very wide that time.
Once again, a tackle by Laundrie, and he has been a force on both offense and defense. Straight up the middle is Brown, and he gains about 3. It's going to be 4th down. No doubt the Lions are going to go for this as well.
Yeah.
He's going to need 6 yards. Short pickup. Here comes the play from the sideline. Mike Perez, the tight end. Brown has 3 receivers to the right side of the field. He looks that way, fires that way, and it's almost picked off, looking for
Cortez there. Number 22 almost picked that off.
It was touched by 3 different Billerica kids on the way there.
Looking for John Barry on the sideline. Here it is again. Take a look.
Tip.
There's the first one, and there's the second one.
Yeah.
Cortez.
And then, picked up by a third, on the bounce.
So the Lions their drive is stopped at the 30-yard line. Billerica will have it 1st and 10 at the 30. Their 3rd possession of the game. So far it has been a Derek Laundrie, Drew Laundrie show. And he is split wide to the right at the bottom of the screen. He and Trainer are at the bottom of your screen. Beck is the quarterback. Laundrie had an excellent football game against Chelmsford last year in the Thanksgiving game, scoring a couple of times. Beck fakes, looks to throw, pumps fakes, throws it deep, and it's incomplete. Looking back a little bit into the sun was Brooks. Well covered on that play by the Lions. And Ben, step for step, a junior defensive back.
Just not a bad play. The run a fade after a tough stop.
They come out with the same alignment. They put Laundrie in motion on the jet sweep, and he has blockers in front. He's on the sideline, and he's at the 50, and a big gain, about 21 yards.
Flag on the play.
And I think the Indians are going to get hit with a holding call here.
They are. They were holding out on the edge.
Holding on the Indians.
So that will set them back 10 yards. It'll be 2nd and 20. The ball will come back to the 20. So the first real good thing to happen to Chelmsford right there. So they are at the 24, excuse me. That was from the spot of the foul. Same play. And taken down nicely this time by the Lions. And Jack Gump out there to make the stop for the Lions. It's going to be 3rd and 18.
With he and Vecchione?
Vecchione, yes, both.
Nice job, great.
Gump.
Yep.
Bruce Beim, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Ronna Berman, and Dave Markham from Calabrese Field in Billerica.
Have yet to see Pierre on the sweep, number 32.
He's at the bottom of the screen now, isn't he?
He's in the backfield next to Beck.
Oh, he is standing beside Beck. And a flag, timeout?
No, offsides, Billerica from false start.
False start.
That's a good break again for the Lions. It's going to be 3rd and 23 now. This is a stop that the Lions really have to make. When you get the team 3rd and 23, you need to make that stop.
3rd and 22.
I think you'll see Billerica just try to make half the distance back, give them some room to punt.
Yep.
Or hit one short and try to break it. And snowed under.
Sacked.
And sacked. A fumble. Oh, they called it down.
Called
the
it
Lions
down.
almost had that.
Yep.
Wow. Great defensive play by the Lions here. Let's see. Kamara is one of them. Cole is one of them. That was the series that we'd been waiting for.
Yes. Now we'll have trainer punt. And who's back deep?
No one.
Tim McNamara.
He is really deep.
Yeah.
Not sure this kick could kick that far.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Let's get some wind in his back.
Better to run up on it, though.
Yeah.
Gray overcast, but very reasonable temperatures. 6:20 to play in the second quarter. Good snap. And a nice kick. And McNamara at the 50. And he's going to be taken down at the 45-yard line. So he got knocked back about 5 yards, but good field position.
Yeah, he kept trying to slip away, and he shook off one tackle, but another got his leg, and he ended up getting taken down on the 45. Well, this possession by the Lions is their best field position.
And coming off that really good defensive stop,
Yeah.
let's hope there's some momentum here. This has to be one of the smallest Thanksgiving Day crowds that I can remember. Usually the field is totally ringed with people.
Yep.
And it's only about half today.
There's a lot of there's some empty seats down in front of us here, and that usually is not the case.
It's nice to be on the Chelmsford sideline, though.
Yes, it is.
Fett, small hole, but he stumbles across for about 4 yards to the 50.
I mean, the small crowd is reflective of the new MIAA system.
Of course it is.
Yep.
And obviously the records don't help. Our record doesn't help,
Right.
but
Right.
that's what, it's taken a lot of the tradition out of playing in the Merrimack Valley.
Yeah.
We play fewer and fewer Merrimack Valley teams.
Excellent point, Rob. And it's almost never that a Thanksgiving Day game decides any type of playoff consequence. Or it's just not there anymore.
And I think that's the plan of the MIAA.
Yes, slowly eroded.
Yep.
Conti tries to bounce outside, but he's stuffed on the play. Interior of the Billerica line, number 99 was one of them. And let's see if we can get his number. And that is Scott Murphy.
Yeah, I think the MIAA would like to make the Thanksgiving game a non-factor and just have schools start to eliminate.
They don't want to be the ones to say it,
right?
But I'm sure that's what their thought is.
And what are your thoughts if Billerica is 10-0 and they're going to go to the Super Bowl next week?
Right.
I mean, it's just not fair to the kids.
Right. Who are they going to play? Oh, this is picked off on the sideline, looking for Lopresti, and
knocked out of bounds by Conti.
Conti took him out at the 45. And Gobiel is the interceptor at the 45 where this drive started. 1st and 10, Billerica.
That's a big turnover because, you said, if you can mount a scoring drive, you get the ball in the third quarter to start, or maybe if you hold them again. Here's a replay.
The ball just sailed on him, but he was well covered.
Yeah.
You could see
it's a one receiver pattern. 3 kids around him.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that had absolutely zero chance of completion. Billerica comes back with Beck as their quarterback. They have it at the 45-yard line with 4:26 to play in the second quarter. Beck to throw it. Fires it deep.
Fade.
And broken up. Good coverage out there again by the Lions.
Yeah, number 32 for the Ben Nolan does a nice job there.
I think you'll see Billerica try that matchup a bunch more times today.
Yeah.
It's a size matchup for one thing.
Sure.
No question.
A good job by Ben.
Yeah.
Jacob Carlson, the junior wide receiver.
You might see Billerica go with a skinny post on that too to him.
Lions show blitz. Beck has plenty of time, steps up, he's going to run it. Across the 40 and runs it out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Yeah. You can expect Beck to do a lot of that and probably avoid the hits with the bad shoulder.
Sure. 3rd and a yard for Billerica. They are at the 41-yard line. Smart decision there by Beck to get it out of bounds. Billerica was beaten in the semifinals of the finals, actually, of the North Division 2 last a week ago Friday night by Reading High School. And Reading will play Neshoba on December 5th and taken down very close for the first down.
Depends where they mark it.
Yeah.
His forward lean, I think, will get it for him.
I do too.
Yeah.
Andrew Dolan, the tackler, and it's going to be first down. Yep, first down, Billerica. Just across the 35. Billerica seems to have, I don't think the wind was that much of a factor, but they ran the ball into the wind, and now they've put the ball up in the air a little bit with the wind.
Yeah. The flag's moving, but we were on the field. I didn't feel that much wind.
No, there wasn't much down there. No. I think Billerica wants another score before the half, too.
Oh, absolutely.
They sure do. And Sigsbee takes a long time to get the play in. There's very few seconds left to snap this ball. And it's delay, I think, or he took a timeout. Yeah, he realized it too, and he took a timeout, and he's not happy with somebody. And all he wanted to do was make sure that there was not a flag against them. And I'm not sure Beck read what the play was correctly on his wristband. Justin Beck, a 4-year starter at quarterback for Billerica.
I think that Billerica is going to throw this way with Trainer and Laundry in the near sideline.
They look to the left over the middle. They throw it deep, and it's overthrown, and we've got a flag. And boy, that was just kind of incidental.
I don't. They're going to call interference there.
I'm sure. Boy, that's ticky-tack.
Well,
let's take a look.
That's in the line of holding. Yeah, he's
calling it on Gump, and that's what they're going to call. So 10 yards, that will give them a first down. 2:29 to play. Lions were in pretty good position defensively on that play.
Well, the penalties have equated themselves. In Chelmsford's offensive drive earlier, penalties moved it forward, and now it's moving them backwards.
Beck hands it off on the reverse. Trainer, triple reverse, and they're going to get taken down and too fancy. This football team is too good to be fooling around doing what they're doing. And a huge loss. Jack Gump right there, I think, to clean that up. Let's take a look at that on replay. That was 5 guys touched the football.
Yeah, it was a double handoff and then a pitch back to Beck, and he was looking for Brooks.
So it's a back to the 41 where they started. It's a 27-yard first down, loss of 17 on the play. I just don't understand sometimes when teams are clearly better, why they don't just go out and demonstrate that without trying to be cute. There's no need to be.
I've always been a fan of just show up, do your job,
exactly,
and go home.
Beck hands it off inside, and the Lions are there. The last 2 times, the Lions have done a very, very good job on defense.
Cole.
That was Pierre to make the handoff.
And Cole and Dalton.
So a timeout by Billerica. This is going to be a full timeout. It's going to be 3rd down and, well, it's got to be about 22, I would say.
Well, I think Billerica's thinking they still have, they're up by 2 scores. Chelmsford has not shown any type of offensive push.
Yeah,
so
no threat.
They're not threatened. Right, Rob. They're not threatened by the Lions' offense.
But the only way that Chelmsford can win this football game, I think, is if Billerica puts the ball on the field on one of those razzle-dazzle plays.
Yeah, or the Lions pick one off and return it, anything to get a quick score. And get some excitement on the sideline and on the bench.
We're also missing our in-studio guest some games, George Simonian today, who is on a boat right now as we speak, talking to the mouse down there.
Talking to Mickey and Minnie.
That's right, that's right. So I'm sure he's missing one of the only Thanksgiving games in his life, but he's with his family. I'm sure he's having a good time, and wish him the best.
All right.
Beck talking to Trainer and Laundry again, set up on the right.
Lots of room on this side.
And the Lions come, and Beck fumbles it. Now there it is. The Lions have it. The Lions get it, and Beck is down on the ground. And he is holding that shoulder. He has had a tough time. Last year's game, Beck was 2 for 14, 17 yards in passing. He has had a nightmare against the Lions.
Yep. Nice play, nice defensive rush. Nice series by the defense.
2 in a row. The Lions have showed great spark on defense. Minute 21 to go in the second quarter. The Lions are at the 48-yard line. Brown looks deep, throws underneath, has a receiver. That's Cordemas for the catch for the first down, I believe. That'll stop the clock.
Nice throw by Kyler there. He dumped it in on the middle receiver.
So the Lions show some spark here. The clock now will start. They're at the 41-yard line. Kyler rolls it left, fires it out of bounds. Good play by Kyler. Good decision. Live to fight another day. So the Lions will have it 2nd and 10. A score would be absolutely huge for Chelmsford on this drive. Okay, 2nd and 10, and they're at the 41.
Just under a minute.
Eye on Quartermarsh here.
Again, it's Cordemas. He was bumped that time too, but no call. 3rd and 10. Good coverage on the play.
Laundry had good coverage there.
Billerica has some excellent athletes that were able to cover in space.
On the Indians' 41-yard line.
Here comes Cordemas into the football game along with Barry and Andrew Thayer. Thayer and Barry, both juniors. They have 3 wides to the left. Conti in the backfield. He has time, screen, Conti, reception, football.
No, don't go backwards.
Okay, not much of a gain, maybe a yard. It's going to be 4th down.
He ran 5 to get none.
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight ahead would have, I guess, been the right move there. Here it is. Take a look.
Yeah, just get yards. Just go forward. Go forward. You have a blocker in front of you.
Yeah, that time Shane has made some good runs by cutting back, but this one straight ahead would have been the call.
Chelmsford took a timeout with 32 seconds left in the half.
And Shane is a little gimpy coming back to the huddle on the sideline. As we've said earlier, he has had a foot problem all year long. Lions need 10 yards for the first down. We hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving and will enjoy it as the day goes along. Great family day. I think Ronner is cooking pizza.
What do we got for a first down play today?
Turkey flavored pizza. That's right.
Domino's delivers. Okay.
All right, 4th down here for the Lions. Straight back. toss deep over the middle and intercepted it by Carlson, and a big block on Quartermarsh.
This is a
Carlson
touchdown.
may take this back, and a big hit by
Quartermarsh is still in the
Gamer.
field.
Yeah, Quartermarsh got wiped out on a block.
Well, so did Kyler.
And Kyler is...
Oh, no, sorry. It's Conti.
And we've got Conti is down, and we've got flags on the play. We've got 2 Lions down and a flag on the play. So this is going to be a very costly interception. Katie Shagnon, Billerica training staff, talking to Quartermarsh. Katie Shagnon going over to check on Conti. Here is the run back, and the hit, huge hit by Ryan Gamer.
We have more flags coming out now.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little, some of the players are getting
I don't know if we have the
other.
replay on that, on the Conti one. Here it comes.
I think the block is below the waist, which is illegal in high school. The block below the waist on a change of possession.
Right.
And I think that's what it, in the scrum, in about 2 seconds, you'll see people on the ground. There. So something below the waist there.
Yeah. So 2 Lions still down. Quartermarsh is on his knee, not on his knee. That's his brother, one of the Lopresti, I believe. This has interrupted the flow, certainly, of this football game, and we want the very best for 2 really great captains of the Lions. Terrific kids, both of them. Conti is walking slowly with the assistance of his teammates. Quartermarsh not doing anything. Now we'll have to wait to see what the penalties are.
And I think it's on one of them.
This is a rivalry, but this is not the kind of rivalry that we want to see continue. Conti is obviously in distress here, but we hope for the best for Matt Quartermarsh.
In actuality, there were some very good hard hits, and that's about it.
This was a very good hard hit, but
Quartermarsh didn't see it coming.
Quartermarsh knee back. Lenny Rapone is telling us that hit in the back, okay, and Conti knee.
No, Quartermarsh was hit right in the face mask.
Yeah, Matt was turned around, and he just, as soon as he turned around, he got hit.
You'll see it right here.
Yeah. You'll see
there
it
he
right
is.
Just didn't see it coming. Right,
yep.
right in the small numbers.
Yep.
Didn't see it coming, and Conti got caught up in a scrum.
Yep.
Here is the hit.
Right in the right corner of your screen.
And that is Laundry.
Yeah, it was 22, I think.
It's 22, Cortez.
Yeah, you can see it. That's a legal hit. It's in the front.
Yep.
Lion coach is huddling the team along the sideline.
I don't want to be on TV.
And to his feet is Quartermarsh.
Quartermarsh will go through the concussion protocol, and he will fail it.
Yes.
Simple as that.
Simple.
A tough way for a senior captain to 2 captains on that play getting hurt.
And if you want to go to the end of the tape, Gamer put a very hard football hit on, was it number 3 intercepted it? Carlson. And Carlson got up wobbly. So, I mean, some good football hits.
Sure.
Head is always going to be on a swivel when you play football.
Quartermarsh is coming to the sideline with Kate Shagnon, who does a wonderful job, athletic trainer. And I believe that's a doctor that's with her.
Yes, it is.
Dr. Johnson.
Right.
So that will be the football day for Quartermarsh. His dad is down there with him now.
Yeah.
I'm sure he probably doesn't even remember the play.
No.
And if Billerica
they'll take a knee.
Should take a knee here.
Run the half out.
But they're not going to, I don't think.
No, you should see something short underneath. And
they have the ball at the 35-yard line, the second interception of the game. Beck puts Laundry to his left. And Laundry has the football, has some space, turns the corner. Pickup of 9, Kevin Zhu on the tackle. And Billerica is going to take a timeout. Okay, you got to be kidding me. I'm starting to lose a little bit of respect over here. 2nd and 1.
Yep.
This has got to be down the field, I think.
I still think it's one of those you just try to see if you can get it. Remember, it's only 14-0. You're going to kick the ball away.
True.
The game's not over.
Get in there, let's go.
Beck looking toward the sideline to his right. He has 3 receivers there. Lions rush, it's a screen over the middle. This is Laundry. He's at the 50 and taken down on a nice hit by Lopresti. So that will end the first half. The Lions played a scoreless second quarter, but Billerica got 14 in the first quarter, and they are going to lead at halftime 14-0. We do have some good news. The Chelmsford High School band will be featured at halftime, and they are worth watching. They put on quite a show. Matt Sexauer and the band, so stay tuned for that. We'll join you second half, and the Lions will get the football.
Chelmsford High School Marching Band performs an entertaining and lively Stevie Wonder-themed halftime show every Friday night during the football season. The band is being led by band director Matt Sexauer and drum majors Charlotte Krauk, Caitlin O'Donnell, and David Cote.
Well, who doesn't like the music of Stevie Wonder, you know? I've always been a huge fan. And then I was thinking about it, and then this past spring on TV there was like this really cool Stevie Wonder tribute concert, and I saw that and I was just, that sold it, solidified me, like, let's do it, Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Stevie Wonder's awesome. It's such a peppy, fun theme, and everyone loves it. Everyone knows the songs, everyone knows the words. We sing along, we dance along to it during rehearsal and stuff, so we have a great time with it, and it's really loud. That's nice. It's very loud, fast, upbeat. It's good. It's a good marching show.
What does it take to be in the marching band?
Well, anybody can be in band, and we meet as a class within the schedule, the rotating schedule. So it's a class, and we rehearse all the time during the school day. And then if you're in marching band, we've got band camp rehearsals at the end of August for 4 days or so, and then we have Tuesday night rehearsals until the end of October, and then Friday rehearsals and Friday performances at the football games.
Here, David explains what it takes to become the drum major and what he does.
I wanted to be drum major because as soon as I got to high school, I realized how fun band really was. At my house, I practice conducting in front of a mirror, so it takes time. Instead of practicing my instrument as much, I'll be practicing conducting and watching my style and making sure it looks good. And then I also have to analyze the score for the pieces of music that we're doing. It has all the different parts, so I know how to conduct, when to give cues, dynamics, that kind of thing. So it adds an extra layer to the music that I really enjoy. And I think that being drum major is just the coolest thing, because you're at the front of the band, leading everybody in the warm-ups, and you get to conduct on the field. It's just a huge responsibility, but I think it's one of the best things I've ever done. I just really love it.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. Billerica, Chelmsford, Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Ronna Berman, and Dave Markham. Lions have just taken the kickoff back to the 30-yard line where they will start at 1st and 10.
And they're in
Tyrone
the pistol.
is in the pistol. He's going to get a direct snap, and he's going to run the football straight ahead, but not much there. A couple of yards for Fett.
He doesn't seem to be having that get-off that you see. I think the field is affecting him, yeah.
I think, as we said, he doesn't have that burst that he does on the artificial turf. The Lions suffered 2 key injuries on the last, almost the last play of the first half. Shane Conte is out, and Matt Kortemash is out as well. They also have lost Anthony Piccarillo and Nick Spinelli not playing, so 4 of the 6 captains are now on the sideline for the Lions, and they are facing a 14-point deficit. Fett trying to turn it, turns it, stays, almost stayed in bounds. That was close.
A level field, he would have been able to turn the car.
Yeah. So.
Blame it on the crown.
He picks up 8 yards on that play to the 42-yard line.
First down.
1st and 10. Lions trying to mount an improbable comeback here, but certainly not out of the question. They're going to keep Fett as their running back. Kyler Brown is on the sideline.
Does the Conte injury have some effect on the type of formations we can run?
Well, I mean, I think, you have Vecchione at fullback.
Right.
So.
Oh, okay. All right.
And a nice hole that time. Vecchione is the blocking back, and a nice hole by Fett. Picks up 5 yards. The Lions have to be somewhat encouraged to be down only 14 guys when they could have been down by considerably more.
Yeah. At least 2 scores.
Billerica intercepted 2 passes. They blocked a punt. This could have been a lot worse, so there's still hope.
And Billerica got a little crazy with their play calling.
Exactly. Fett with a second and about 5 or 6. Straight ahead. Dances forward, picks up 3. It's going to be 3rd down and maybe 3.
Long 3.
Long 3. Yeah, I was being generous.
Yeah.
Just underway in the 3rd quarter. 12-minute quarters on Thanksgiving.
A short 4.
Short 4.
I think my partners are picking on me now. I haven't come up with the critical play of the game yet, but I'm getting close. Once again, Tyrone has the assignment of running the football. And he has nothing this time. Billerica's just sitting there waiting for him. Cortez, one of the ball tacklers. Carlson, a tackler. And it's going to be 4th down and 8 for the Lions, and they're going to send the punt team. And let's see if Billerica comes after him again. I would.
Yeah, they were successful last punt.
Exactly. The punter is Evan Fletcher. Back deep is Jeff Trainer. So after an initial first down by the Lions, close to being a big gainer, they're forced to punt it.
And they're sending the house again.
They're all coming. There's 10 of them.
Right.
And Fletcher did a good job to get that off, and he gets a great bounce. And it's to the 16-yard line. Now we need a turnover at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, Billerica. While we have a moment, I told you the Chelmsford High School Marching Band was worth watching. What a show they put on. They are just a talented group of musicians. And Max Sexauer, we tip our cap to you. All season long, you've done a great job. 1st and 10, Billerica, 16-yard line. Let's see who they bring in as quarterback on this particular series. They have used 2 of them today. It's Beck.
No, it's oh yes.
He is he's in the middle of 2 backs to his right and left.
Laundry and Laundry.
They hand it to Derek Laundry, and he's in space and just taken down by. Who is that slow to get up line? Vecchione. Drew takes it ahead for the first down.
Napoli was in there, man.
Sal was slow getting up.
First down to the quickly running plays now. Billerica's picked up the pace. Laundry, the ball carrier, they were on the 34, and he takes it to the
41.
Just short of the 40, about the 39.
39.
Yep, 39-yard line. Pick up a 5 on the play.
We talked about at halftime, Billerica really not kind of knuckling down and just running some conservative plays. I think you're going to see that now.
Once again, this is the way they started the game. This is Drew Laundry again for the first down. And I agree with Rob, and I think Howie does too. That's what they're going to do. They're going to just bash it now.
And I think defense is playing sharper.
Yep.
And coming out. Yep. They're not sitting back. They're playing tough.
So first down at the 45-yard line. Hope you're enjoying your Thanksgiving at home. If you're with us watching, we're enjoying doing the game as we have all season long. It's been a real good time. Back inside handoff, and the Lions are there. This is a new ball carrier.
That was Laundry also. That was the other Laundry.
Yeah, Derek Laundry.
Yeah. And,
he lost a yard. Camara on the stop.
That was a counter trap, read very nicely by Chelmsford's defense. I think Will Presti actually come up and made a tackle, or Camara. I couldn't quite see the number.
Camara was doing a nice job. He was trying to pull the ball out, too.
The only Lion to score a defensive touchdown this season in the Methuen game.
It's the old scoop and score.
That's right. Handoff, direct snap, handoff to Laundry with space on the outside.
And a block.
He is going to take it. And this is going to be a touchdown by Derek Laundry of 56 yards.
No flags.
And nothing on the field. 56-yard touchdown run. Just a simple sweep on the outside.
Yeah.
And I thought he got a direct snap on this. Am I wrong?
No, it was a very tight handoff.
Okay.
Very quick handoff.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Just outrunning the Chelmsford defender. So Billerica now will line up for their attempt at the extra point. Will they go for 2?
No, I see the T there, but
what does that mean?
Does that mean they'll go?
Zach Burns is back to hold it. Jeff Traynor is back to kick it, if in fact they do. Good snap, good kick, and Billerica has converted on the opening drive of the third quarter. They are ahead by a score of 21-0 over the Lions. And this is where it's gut check time for Chelmsford. They can't just stop playing here. They've got to play hard and they've got to compete. And that's one thing that this team has done all season long. They have competed and competed in every football game. They have done a great job, and credit to the coaches to keep them up. Their practices have been positive, and it's tough when you're coaching. When you're coaching a 9-1 team, it's a little easier to come to practice.
All right, McNamara and Fett back deep.
I have to admit, I won't be disappointed to see Laundry and Traynor back leaving, graduating.
Right.
They have done an excellent job in their football careers.
Oh,
a pooch kick, fair catch, and he got hit. And I thought it was a fair catch signal, and here's the flag. What, is an official on that side of the field about 10 yards from it and did nothing.
He was probably watching the ball.
Maybe,
being near the sideline.
That's true. Interference with a fair catch, I think, is going to be the call here.
Yep.
And did he get his hand up high enough? Now they're going through a drill over here. Let's see, was it 6 inches high or was it 12 inches?
I actually didn't think the person who caught it did signal for a fair catch.
Didn't Jack Slattery?
No, because it was going to Dalton maybe.
Let's see what the
kind of hoping we have the replay.
Is. We maybe get a picture of this one second time.
Yeah.
The officials are still doing a lot of traffic directing over there.
Well, they watched the Monday night game.
Yeah, there we go.
They took a cue from the.
Yeah, let's have a huddle.
Yeah.
Let's see, turkey at your house or my house? Where do we go here?
Oh, now they're going to
march it off. 21-0 might have something to do with this call.
Yeah.
And Dwayne Sigsby, the Billerica coach, is getting an explanation from the referee now. And this is a long explanation. But in the meantime, they're marking off the penalty. 15-yarder, yeah, that's a 15 if you hit on a fair catch, right. Just, it's unsportsmanlike. That's what it's categorized as, a penalty.
Yep.
I still want to see the replay because I don't remember seeing a hand myself.
I did see one, but you might be right. It might not have been the right guy, Rob. All right, the Lions will snap it when we eventually resume play at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10, and Kyler Brown is back in as the quarterback. Trailing by 3 scores, at some point you do have to put the ball up in the air.
Yeah.
It's a reverse to Lopresti. He has some space on the outside, but not a great deal. Nice job by Carlson to stay home. Good call by the coaching staff. It's a gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going this way now. Goodness.
Carlson on the tackle. It is 2nd and 7. Oh boy. Too many people in the huddle.
You cannot break the huddle.
Can't break the huddle with 12 guys. Now it's going to back us up. And that is a penalty against the Lions for too many players. Illegal participation, it's called. So it will now be a 2nd and 13 for Chelmsford. 2nd and 12, actually.
Play game on Chelmsford. 2nd and 12 on the Indians' 49-yard line.
5 minutes, 5 seconds, as you can see. 5 minutes, 8 seconds. The clock is running. Brown, quick toss, complete. Levesque. And the Lions get back the penalty yardage. It's going to be 3rd down. It's Barry, John Barry.
Only 1-1 on that jersey.
That's. I think we're looking for 2, but there was only 1. And I think for John, that's his first catch of the season, and it is.
And he got.
And he's walking out hobbling.
Yep.
Yep.
If you match up the 11 Billerica players on the field with the 11 from Chelmsford, there is a huge size difference.
Yep. Yes.
And not only in weight, but in height. They are tall.
Yep.
3rd and 6. Fett gets the corner, needs a block, gets a block. 1st down. Tyrone is showing up in the 2nd half and doing an excellent job.
Nice block by Matt Lopresti.
Excellent block, Howie. Yep. You're right. Yep. They have taken this ball to the 30-yard line. This is the deepest penetration of the Lions in the football game. 1st and 10 at the 30.
I also saw a good block by number 75 for the Lions in the interior line, Kilmartin.
The one thing I'm sitting here thinking, though, is I kind of really want to see some zip. The offense is, it's like slow to get the play, and you know, let's get some zip. Let's put the hammer down.
The option, Fett, again, positive yardage to the 24-yard line, 25-yard line. Pickup of almost 5. Second and 5-6 for the Lions. Critical drive for the Lions here. They've gotten the ball down inside the 30, and they need to convert it. And I think, as Rob said, time is of the essence here. We're already down to 3:20 in third quarter.
You can get 2 plays off in the time it takes them to get 1.
Yep. Quick toss out. Oh, intercepted. Waiting for that one and hiding in the bushes.
Yeah.
Is that Carlson?
Yes, it's 22.
It's Cortez then, I believe.
Cortez again, yes,
yeah,
it is.
Cortez has been a monster on defense.
I want to say this was tipped. It's tipped.
It didn't look tipped.
I don't think it was.
No, it was.
Okay.
Don't doubt me.
All right.
All
You
right.
got better eyes than I have.
Let's see that replay again.
A little bit too late. Rob says tipped. We'll go with him.
Dave Markham says tipped too.
Okay.
Although they were well covered. I mean, there wasn't really anybody open anyway.
No, I think it was going to be intercepted anyway.
Yeah.
That's the third, correct me guys, third interception
Yes.
for Billerica.
Yes, it is.
And it is 1st and 10. The ball is at the 43-yard line. Beck to throw it to Trainer, and he dropped it. Did he have it?
Cover it.
Oh, just get on it anyway. Intended for Jeff Trainer. A little bit upset with himself. He is a committed scholarship athlete to University of Massachusetts to play lacrosse. Not football.
Yeah.
Probably could play both out there. There it is. Well thrown ball.
Yeah.
And good coverage. Is that Zoo? Is that Zoo?
Zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Handoff. Laundry. Short gain. Let's see.
Ball handed off to number 20. Drew Laundry. Brought down on the play.
I think number 71.
George Cole.
And I saw Rigsby there as well.
Yeah, Rigsby and Cole.
3rd and 8 Indians.
3rd and 8. And Ronna just said that she'd like to hand off her laundry too. But in fact, she does, to the guy who's talking to you. All right, 3rd and 8.
Pass.
Beck sets up, flushed out of the pocket, and is taken down. And the Lions have done an excellent job on Mr. Beck.
Yep.
Dalton is there, I think, to make the stop. Zach Dalton. 4th and 11.
I'm sorry,
Go ahead.
Chelmsford's front four have been very good all year long.
Yes,
It's lost perhaps in the record, but very few teams have been able to run at us consistently.
And the linebackers somewhat have been depleted by injury too.
Absolutely,
so
yeah.
that's hurt once the front four has been penetrated. High snap. Trainer's high kick, but not very good unless he gets a bounce, and he did. McNamara took a chance.
Nice idea by Tim.
Yep.
Nothing to lose.
What's he got to lose? Exactly.
Except the chin.
I like the show. I like the guts he showed there.
All right, the Lions stop Billerica following the interception. The ball is at the 33-yard line. And it's 1st and 10, Chelmsford, about 1:23 to play in quarter 3. Brown is back as the quarterback with Fett to his right. Brown sets up, fires it, and just threw that to the cheerleaders.
Curl man was open.
Yeah.
Lepresti was open.
Matt was sort of looking around for green shirts, and there were none there. So it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. There's a definite hole in the zone coverage.
Put him right here.
And that one was deflected. Looking for Lopresti in the flat. It's going to be third down now and 10.
Yeah, that one got tipped.
2 incompletions in a row.
Matt Lopresti. 3rd and 10, Chelmsford.
So the game, this could be one of the quietest Thanksgiving games I've seen.
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
It's just no energy in this field at all.
A lot of hands in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, it's funny. Usually you see the entire field ringed with fans.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
And from the 50
Down.
into the woods, no one.
Right.
They're all just waiting to, at this end, closest to the parking lot.
Yep.
Just deciding when they want to leave, basically.
Seen enough of your friends they haven't seen in a year.
Yep.
Brown to throw it. He's flushed out of the pocket. He fires it, and incomplete. I'm not sure who that was for.
I don't see a...
So 3 incompleted passes take up 23 seconds, and it's a 4th down for the Lions. Kyler has had an up-and-down season, but he certainly has been under duress for many of his passes this year. And I know he will come back stronger next year and hopefully better.
20,
Well, he'll have some game time under his belt. That's for
right.
Number 21, Morgan Mulcairn.
Oh, they dropped off here.
They're looking for the return this time, and Fletcher gets a nice boot off, taken by Laundrie on the sideline, and he returns it to the 45.
Forced out on the play by number 20, Tyrone Fett.
All right, Fett takes them out of the side, out of bounds. It's Billerica ball, 1st and 10, 44. The Lions are going to finish this season, it looks like, at 2-9, and that's going to be their worst record since somewhere around 1992.
1997.
7?
According to
Lenny, it's
my historian here to my left.
Was that Coach Rich's first year?
That's right. It was 90. I was thinking 20 years, and I was not subtracting correctly.
That was Coach Rich's first year?
Yes.
I believe so,
yes. And they got demolished in that game, 41-0 on Thanksgiving. Okay, it's a 2nd and 10. We have a cheerleader pack coming up. The young ladies that have done a great job all season long, and we're going to show that to you pretty soon.
Yeah, Beck is out. Zach Burns is in a quarterback this series.
I'm not sure they were too thrilled with Mr. Beck today in his performance. Reverse the Laundrie. And again, the Lions have done a good job defensively.
Yeah.
They have stayed in the game with their defense.
Yeah, Coach King has called a good game.
Gain of about 4 on the play. It's 3rd down and 6 for Billerica. End of the third quarter, and let's take a look at the cheerleaders.
The Pop Warner program has been the pathway for many athletes to becoming varsity starters. Chelmsford High cheerleaders are acknowledging their roots this season by going that extra mile to give back. The captains have the responsibility of keeping the squad positive and provide leadership.
As a captain, I think the most important thing is to just try and stay positive, and even when we're going to have bad days too, and it's our job to not let it get down on us because we lead by example.
I think it's really important to be responsible because you're in charge of a lot of things. You're in charge of everybody on the team and making sure that they feel they're happy with everything and they're comfortable with telling you like if they're having any issues and stuff. So I think that's important.
I think the most important duties as a captain include, like Sam said, staying positive, but I also think that it's really important to be understanding of the rest of the team because you're someone that they look to, so if they can't go to you and feel comfortable talking with you if they're having an issue or a struggle, then I feel like you're not really doing your job as a captain.
The team works together by dedicating an immense amount of time for their preparation of football games and competitions.
So we practice 4 days a week for about 2 hours each of those days, and then when it gets closer to competition time, we usually have 5 practices a week, so we can have a little extra preparation for all the competitions.
We go to every single football game Friday nights, and then we have about 3 small competitions and then 1 bigger competition. It's MVCs in November.
Honestly, we're like one big family, so it's really easy for us to kind of work together and push through things. Like, for example, we had a competition where a girl during the warm-up got seriously injured and couldn't compete, and we had another girl who was willing to step in and knew her part and actually did an amazing job. And I think we did really well at that competition too, so it's nice that we're all kind of willing to help each other.
The captains work as role models by giving back to where they first started out, Pop Warner.
As a whole, we usually do car washes over the summer. We usually have 1. In years past, we've had 2. We sell water at the 4th of July parade. We do the clinics for Pop Warner teams, and we usually help with the Free to Breathe walk, and in years past, we've done the Run for Irons Cup walk.
I actually coached a Pop Warner team last year, and they were the first team from Chelmsford to ever go to nationals in Florida, so that was really exciting, and they even placed, so that was really cool. I was really happy for them.
I started cheerleading, I think 3rd grade, so I actually did Pop Warner like pretty much from the beginning. Well, actually, just a couple weeks ago, we did a free tumbling class for, I think it was 2 Pop Warner teams.
We teach them how to stunt and like normal basics that go along with the high school to kind of like advance. Throughout the season, it is a hard process of learning a whole routine and hitting the stunts, and if some girls aren't getting it or they aren't comfortable or if they physically just don't know what they're doing, we really take the time to kind of focus on them and help figure it out and like kind of solve the problem altogether.
We want to touch.
Yeah, Coach King has done a great job of calling the defenses today.
We're back, and Billerica has faced with, after taking a timeout, they're faced with 3rd and 13, back to the 49-yard line.
High school cheerleaders.
Chelmsford, I was just talking about their defense, how well they have withstood a powerful Billerica offense that's averaged 34 points a football game. And the Lions have been strong on defense.
Yeah, we've got good games from Cole and
Yep.
Camara.
Dalton's been strong.
Yep. And good pass coverage.
Very good pass coverage.
Ben Nolan, I think, is it number 32? Is that Ben?
Yep.
Yes, he's done a nice job out there on his corner spot.
Okay, Billerica now has a 3rd down and 13.
And they're really they're gonna take 2 downs to get the 1st down.
Right,
so.
right. Beck is back in as the quarterback.
Michaela Tiano.
Trainer split in the slot to the far
Captain
side.
Leanne Spector.
Little flood out there.
It's a toss.
Knocked down.
Double pass. Trainer's wide open. And if Lepresti can't catch him, he's going to score, and he did.
Yeah, I think I saw all sorts of wrong. First of all, you had the slot on the left side was off the ball. He should have been on the ball, and that was a forward pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what I've seen. If you look at it.
Yeah,
Take a look.
I thought Camara.
That was a forward pass, number 1. That's all you're supposed to be able to throw is 1 forward pass on a play. But a big gain nonetheless. No official threw a flag. And the ball is at the 5-yard line. I was about to say the trainer was a non-factor in this football game. There's the first forward pass. There's the second one.
Yeah.
So 1st and goal at the 5.
Now they're talking about this play.
Yeah, and
are they talking about?
I don't think they're talking enough for the way we want it to be.
No.
I think the Chelmsford coaches are talking to the officials
I think
about
that's
2 forward passes.
Yeah.
And what are we going to do now?
That's why
we can invite them up here and take a show them this. They're bringing this back.
Yep. They haven't moved the ball yet.
No, the ball hasn't come back.
But
okay, take a look.
Here's the replay.
Forward.
Oh, yeah,
he's
that's
ahead, far forward.
Yeah, he's 2 yards ahead of Beck.
Yeah. It's a double forward pass.
And Laundry is lined up in a slot position and he needs to be on the line, and he's not. I mean, there were 4 wide, so you need 2 of those kids to be on the line of scrimmage.
He's got his headset off.
Okay, they were going to bring it back. And that's great camera work by Chelmsford Telemedia, and you could see that at home. And I think they got the message from us. Lenny Rapone was shouting it down to the sideline. And one of the officials finally woke up and realized.
It was about a 2-yard difference.
Yeah. So illegal forward pass is the call. The Lions, instead of being 1st and goal at the 5, it's going to now be 3rd down, I believe. They're going to have to find out where the ball was. And do we know where the ball was?
Maybe we go back to replay. We can find out where the ball was.
Yeah, we can find out where it was.
Ronna can probably tell us where the ball was in the previous play. What yard line?
Was on the 48, she said.
48-yard line, Lenny.
Now they're going to put it on the 45, so that's close enough.
Yeah.
I think.
Here we go.
48.
Here we go. Where are they going to put it? Yeah, ball's on the 48.
Yeah, because it was like right in front of us.
Let's tell them it was on the 6-yard line. Maybe we can convince them of that. Another Monday night conference going on.
Yep.
The chains don't look in the right position to me.
No.
What was it? Was it 3rd and 11 or 12?
It was 3rd and 12, I believe.
It was about the 48.
It was 3rd and 13, saith our statistic person.
What? Yeah, 48-yard line.
Okay, we're trying to assess what the officials are talking about, and it must have something about where the ball was, what down it was, and what the yardage was. It should have been 3rd and 13 from the 48-yard line.
Yeah, they're too far back. Well, they get a penalty, so the chain should be on the 48.
Yep.
The chain should be on the ball should have been on the 48.
Now they placed the ball at the 40.
At the 43.
And did they?
All right. So it's a 5-yard penalty?
And loss of down, so now it's going to be 4th down.
Okay.
All right, if it's a 5-yard penalty, that's the right call.
Yep.
Except the chains are on.
Yeah.
Chain should be down.
It should be 5 yards
should be
down.
4th and 15.
4th and 15. But, well, they've got it.
But this works out for Chelmsford, so
right.
why bother?
Yeah. We're sort of nitpicking a little bit here.
Yeah.
Will they fake it? He kicks it, and a good kick by Trainer, and a high bounce back
Get away,
to the
get
Lions.
away.
Look out, Chelmsford, and covered at the
30, 25?
7?
22, 27, yeah.
Okay, 1st and 10, Chelmsford. 27-yard line. And we're losing our press box coach.
Yeah.
But nice work by Chelmsford Telemedia to have that alerted for the Lions. That would have been a sure score for Billerica.
Sure.
And now the Lions get the ball back, trailing by 3 scores, but still within shouting distance.
And I actually personally think you don't go to the air right away. I think you just run the ball, get some forward momentum, get a score, but do it quickly. You can run this quickly. You don't take too much time in between plays.
Brown sets up, fires sideline, and overthrown. Looking for Barry on the sideline, and not a chance on that one.
Why don't we have tripods like this?
Yeah. Yeah. The Lions been working the sideline with their passes, but the middle of the field, the middle of the zone is where their holes are.
We had an alumnus working for Chelmsford Telemedia today, Alyssa, and she's home from school. She's working in the media program at her college.
At Ithaca.
Ithaca.
Yeah.
And she says that her training from Chelmsford Telemedia was a huge plus for her. Chelmsford has taken a timeout. And let's do our usual complimenting Chelmsford Telemedia over here, starting out about 6 this morning. Coming over to set up in Billerica. Not an easy place from which to do the football game. And to Dan Sylvia and to Tom Peterson, an outstanding year. You guys are undefeated, even though, as I said, Matt Sexauer was. You guys haven't missed a beat. It's been terrific.
Now, it makes our job, and we don't really call it a job.
That's right.
But it makes our experience a lot easier.
Brown drops back to pass, looking short, has Fett. He has to avoid one. It does, but a couple more Indians close up quickly.
And we're down maybe one stakeholder.
We're down one stakeholder and maybe one stake.
Yeah.
That stake got slammed.
I guess.
Yeah.
They made it.
Okay, they're all back up. It was
Yeah.
a completed pass. It was a gain of 2 yards. 3 yards will give Tyrone.
And the clock's running, and
Yep.
the play goes in slowly.
And so we're going to be clocking down to about 7:40 by the time this ball is snapped. Clucking down, right. The rush is on. Brown throws it away.
To who?
And has no,
Nope.
again, running for his life.
Yeah.
They haven't really caught him or sacked him, but he has been under pressure.
And
It's
now
4th down.
John.
And on to punt it is Fletcher. And I agree with this call.
Oh, yeah. There's
far too much time.
Yep. Yeah, just over 7 minutes.
You know, your defense has actually been able to force punts.
Right. Trying to find a Billerica punt returner here, and again,
21. No.
It's 21, but I don't see his number on our sheet.
Well, we have plenty of time. Chelmsford just took a timeout.
Yep. It is an unknown football player from the town of Billerica, Massachusetts. It is a beautiful Thanksgiving day, though. It is the forecast is right on target with this one. Sun is totally on the field, as you can see on your screen.
Part of the reason we don't have all the numbers from Billerica is we don't have Carl Rondina here to do the announcing, right?
That's right.
Because he would have all the numbers.
Another plus.
That's right.
Now, Michael O'Keefe, I don't know, but Carl Rondina, definite plus.
Yeah.
We might, in fact, we might keep Carl in our press box next year and send Mike alone down the end.
We're going to farm Michael out. Yep. We'll keep Carl.
Go far right, Mike, and do a U-turn.
So Chelmsford has burned the timeout, and now we'll try to make a first down.
Yeah, we're going to go for it on 4th down, which I don't totally understand, but we'll see. Brown looks over the middle, running out of time. Looks and looks and looks, and woo, incomplete. Good coverage on the play.
Number 7 again.
John Gobiel on the pass coverage. Billerica is going to get the ball in fabulous field position at the 29-yard line. So the 34-yard line. And they have 7 minutes, 12 seconds to play. This is where you just kind of want to finish the football game now.
I would have given the ball to Tyrone, and I mean he's a threat.
Right.
Maybe get him on the outside. I mean, still throw the ball, but rush your plays in there.
If you were going to punt it, I mean, Tyrone was the guy.
Yeah. And then if you want to go for it, that's great. You know, you got nothing to lose, but you burn a timeout. What if now you have to be positive. You're going to get the first down, and now you're minus some timeouts that you could use later. Billerica's not
This is
fooling
Beck
around.
throwing to Trainer, and Trainer catches it in stride and gets in for the touchdown. A 34-yard touchdown pass from Beck to Trainer. And you know, 27 points now, and the Lions, sooner or later, they were going to hit that big one.
Yep, yep.
So a touchdown pass, the 19th of the season for Beck. And he threw a beautiful pass. He hit him right in stride.
Beck Trainer did a little double move, but well thrown ball.
Jeff Trainer on to attempt the extra point. Out of the hold of Zach Burns. Ball is down, kick is up, kick is perfect. 28-0, Billerica on top. And they just hit probably the one that's the crusher on Chelmsford right there.
Yep.
We're going to take a break.
Motor vehicle crashes are the leading cause of death for U.S. teens. Nearly half of all U.S. high school students aged 16 years or older text or email while driving. Each day in the United States, more than 9 people are killed in crashes that are reported to involve a distracted driver.
Kicking off is Jeff Trainer following a 34-yard touchdown pass from Beck to Trainer. Billerica on top by a score of 28-0. They led 14-0 at halftime, and they've put 2 scores on the board. They have been the match offensively, and they have been the match defensively for the Lions today. And a line drive, hard kick. McNamara should have let that go probably. Picks it up at about the 2. And I'll say one thing for McNamara, he's an aggressive kid.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's done a good job.
Yes, he has.
He's done a good job. I like the, yeah, he picked it up. That one could have gone in the end zone.
Now, in high school, if it goes in the end zone, it's a touchback, and they bring it up to 20. Yeah.
Right.
In
So,
fact,
I'm sorry, Rob, go ahead.
He almost stepped into the end zone, which would have been the same thing. Oh, no, you can't carry it in.
No,
right.
You can't carry it in.
You got to take it back out again. It would have been a problem.
Would have been bad.
Yeah.
First and 10, Chelmsford, they're at the 13-yard line, and this is the time where you maybe should just put the ball in Tyrone's hands and grind as much clock as you can. Tyrone is the tailback. He has the football, and he's knocked down, ran into his own blocker, trying to get to the outside, and he ran right into Dimitrov.
You know, like that might have been the picture to take, put it on the front cover of the local paper, just the frustration of the night, of the day.
And the season.
And the season, yeah. Absolutely.
In a nutshell, right there. 2nd and 14, lots of 4 on the play. Lions came into this game averaging on offense 162 yards rushing, and Rana, what do they have today rushing? Any idea? They have 35 rushing. Tipped and almost picked off. So total of 80 yards offense? Yes. 80 on offense. They've averaged 262 yards a game on offense. Okay, correct. Forget everything I just said. We fired our statistician. It's a 3rd and 13 now for Chelmsford.
Online applications will be forthcoming.
Probably for our jobs,
yeah,
too.
Could be.
Brown got to throw this one away, and how many times has that happened today? It's 4th down, and no time came off the clock to speak of.
There was absolutely no one open in that play.
No.
Unfortunately.
No. He has no one to throw the ball to.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's 2nd and 14 doesn't mean you have to go right to a pass. You know, you can you try to get to 3rd and manageable.
Back deep for Billerica is Drew Laundrie. The Lions, if they don't hurry here, they're going to get hit with a delay of game. They're in no hurry to kick this. Evan Fletcher will be standing in about the goal line.
There's no clock running, so
right.
They need to.
Good snap. Billerica has the return on. High, short kick. Billerica bounce and covered at the 34 again.
Try the 27.
27,
yeah.
Yes.
The ball get up and the wind just
knocked it
knocked
down.
it right down.
1st and 10, Billerica at the 27.
Yeah, we talked about those 12-minute quarters at the beginning of the game. And
right. I knew they weren't going to be a benefit to us.
Not good.
Yeah, you're right, Rob.
Instead of 1:13 left, we got 5:13.
Yeah.
Billerica comes with their first offensive unit again, leading by 28 points. They are looking to embarrass Chelmsford. This is Pierre with the football.
33, number 33, Pat Quinn.
Quinn, right, excuse me. 32 is Pierre.
33, Pat Quinn.
Sophomore.
No gain on the play, 2nd and 10. One thing Billerica is doing is shortening the game by taking their time, getting the plays in.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost a snap, fumble on the snap. Good play by Camara. And again, the defense, Dalton, excellent job.
Yep.
That was Pierre.
Yep, that was Pierre this way, yes.
Again, no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for, 3rd and 10 for Billerica.
Okay, another running back coming in for Pierre, and it's Quinn, Ryan Quinn.
Hand off to a new running back. Picked up about 5 on the play. Number 36.
Ryan Quinn, sophomore.
That's Quinn, okay.
I think he and his brother might be Pat Quinn. They're both sophomores.
Could be some twins there,
Could be some twins, yeah.
Now, are they going to kick a field goal? They are. They're going to attempt a Jeff Trainer field goal. He kicked one in last Thanksgiving's game.
Yeah.
About 28 yards,
This
and he's
is
going to kick this one from
23.
31.
So 41-yarder.
41-yarder he's attempting.
Oh, right. The ball's on the 20.
Trainer has the leg. We saw him in practice. A low snap, and a kick is
long enough.
Good. He is no good. It's short, I guess.
No, I think it was
wide.
Wide, yeah.
Wide.
Wide left.
But he had the distance.
He did.
Did have the distance.
I think that's the theme of Florida State University, isn't it? Wide right. So the Lions are able to stop the Indians on defense. 3 minutes, 3 seconds to play. And trailing by 4 scores, the Lions need to shorten this game as much as they possibly can here. Congratulations to the seniors. They fought hard. Great group of young men. As Rob said last night, they did a great job at the breakup dinner. Unfortunately, we've got some people, some of those seniors injured today. Fett with the football. And again, the field I know has bothered Tyrone today. It's just has not been his field.
Yeah, he just tried to plant and cut up, and his foot slipped right out from under
And
him.
I never would have thought of that. I mean, you figure Tyrone is just fast, he's got good vision, but like this field really is too soupy.
One of the other things that Len Rapone said to me pre-game was that the Lions have shoes that are built for turf fields, not built for
That's true.
grass.
Yeah.
And they don't get the The cleats are very short. Looking to stop and go, and covered and thrown away. That's been a theme kind of repeatedly, coming down to the 2-minute warning. Incompleted pass. It's going to be 3rd and 8. And I want to thank Dave Markham for his great job this year, helping out Rana with spotting and helping out us with names. It's been a real pleasure to have him, and hope that he's able to be available for next year. And obviously Rana for her work each and every week. What's your streak now up to Rana, games in a row? It's got to be up there. Hasn't missed one in a long time. Brown rolls it to his right, fires it underneath and incomplete, looking for Lopresti. No flags, it's 4th down. And we're at the 2-minute warning. Then the Lions will have to punt it. Or should punt it.
I don't think they will.
No, they probably won't. Doesn't look like they're going to, but I really would like to see them punt it here.
No.
You're not going to.
At least we didn't burn a timeout.
That's true. But didn't need to, because the clock is stopped anyway.
That's true.
It was incompleted, and it was 2 minutes.
4th and 9. Not many people left. Again, running for his life. Throwing to the sideline. Incomplete. 4th down. Incompletion. Billerica has the football. And they have it at the 24-yard line. Let's see what Mr. Sigsbury decides to do with his team right here.
Well,
I think you can take a knee, can't you?
What's that?
You can take 4 knees, I believe.
You could.
Snap it once. And
sure.
Maybe run a dive and then take knees.
Yep. So the Lions will lose their 2nd Thanksgiving game in a row. We'll be home next year, and certainly hope the result is different. I did like the effort by the Lions, though, today.
Yes, the defense played very well.
Yes.
Defense played well. We were in a hole like we are right now. The offense just was not able to move the ball and have any sustained drives.
They look like they're in a
they're in
formation to take a knee. And that's what Beck does on this play.
This is Burns.
No, that's Burns and his quarterback.
Yeah.
Now, does that count against his rushing yards?
It does.
It does,
That's
right?
-5.
Yeah, so he loses 5. I'd say give it to a tackle. Snap it to a defensive tackle and let him take a knee.
Yeah.
I actually think, just like in golf, I think you should be able to concede.
Right.
The putt's yours.
Why go through this?
Yeah.
Yep. Lions are shuffling some new players in, trying to make sure every senior gets a chance to play. Billerica taking the clock down as much as they can. And Burns has now lost 10 yards, and they're bringing their first unit back in with under a minute to go.
And they're going to do the same thing.
They're going to do this. They just want to finish with that first unit.
They might be finishing with all seniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, Trainer is in as a guard.
Yeah, as a long snapper or something. Yeah, he's in as a snapper. So I think it's a matter of them finishing out.
And there it is. And that's going to do it. The Thanksgiving game for 2015 is over. The season is over. Unfortunately, the Lions finish at 2-9. Billerica goes to 10-1.
Yeah.
Guys, I can't tell you what a pleasure it's been. I wish it were September again right away.
Absolutely.
And, we could start this over again.
Start all over.
To everyone, and thanks to Tom and Dan, once again, great job. Everybody else, it's been a pleasure. And Rana, great going. Dave, great going. Thanks, everybody.
Bruce.
Happy Thanksgiving, partner. And partner, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Okay.